All right, here we are. Today's the day. We are going to do our FORZA body collaboration workout. So this is a 30-minute workout. Everything you need is written in the chat. It's there for you. If you need it again, here it is. So we're going to be getting started here in about 25 seconds. We're going to start with our ankle weights. We'll move through that. We'll get a little break, and then we're going to get into our resistance tubing and finish with the mini bands. So a lot of stuff going on today. Very short class, 30 minutes, and we're out. So we'll be done by 1 o'clock. I've got my coach right here, just making sure that things are on the up and up. So before we start our playlist, let's go ahead and get our mind and body connected. Let's go ahead and come over to our mat space. Shoes are recommended for this class. If you don't have shoes, I would even put on a pair of like Keds or something, like if you don't have like training shoes. So feet nice and wide apart, really ground down through the feet. Take the arms, just kind of wiggle them out. And let's all take one deep breath in through our nose together. And exhale out of the mouth. Good. Shake it all off. And we're going to make our way over to our playlist and hit play together in 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Once you've got your playlist on, we are officially getting started with our warm-up. The warm-up is about 3 minutes. We'll get about 25 seconds to get our ankle weights on, and then we're going to get right into our blocks, 3 blocks of work. All right, so that said, excuse me, Asia, I need my space. Good, we're going to start with a little march in place, adding a squat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, squat. And squat. Again, high knee march, shoulders back, squat, and squat. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Squat and squat. Hamstring curls. It's right and left. So as I do that, my palms are facing down. Chest is broad. Abs are drawn in tight. My heels are coming into my seat. Awesome. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, jacks. So if you're not jumping, all good. This is a higher impact jack. You can always bring it down to a nice light impact step touch. You got 8 more seconds here. Good. Shoulders back. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot back, left foot forward. Lunge. We hold our footing. So my left foot is entirely on the floor. From the side, I look like this. Pretty long stance with my legs. Good for 4. Ooh, lost my balance. 3. Chest is lifted. Hold it down and pulse it out for 8, 7, 6. Shoulders back. Abs in tight slide tuck. 3, 2, and 1. Switch the legs. So now I've got the right foot forward, left foot back. I'll scoot myself back a little bit. Hips level, drop and rise. Squeeze the back leg seat as you rise away from the ground. Nice. You've got 3, 2, last 1. Hold it down and pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rise it up, feet wide apart, turn the toes out. Sumo squat, hold, heel lift, leg lift, leg lift. Repeat. Lift, leg lift, leg lift. Heels, heels, lift, lift. Heels, heels, lift, and lift. Heels, heels, lift, and lift. Last one. Hi, Holly. Here it is. Good. From here, come back to that high knee march. Roll those shoulders back. You got it. Big shoulder rolls here. We've got a lot going on with the arms. 2 more. Last 1. From here, I'm going to step my feet together, lift off my right leg, find my arms out wide, shoulders back. Lean, rise, repeat. Lean, rise, repeat. We're finding that single leg stability. Last one here. and we switch our sides. We got 3 of these, 2 more, and last one. Good, shake it off. Make your way to your ankle weights. So ankle weights is what we're starting with today. If you don't have ankle weights, all is well. You can do everything body weight. So once you've got these ankle weights on, we have 4 45-second movements. We get a 30-second rest between our sets, and then we do them one more time. So our round is 3 minutes apiece. Between the round, 30-second rest, and then between the blocks, you'll get a full minute to recover. So first block will be with the ankle weights, second block will be with the tubing, and third block will be with the non-slip mini bands. That said, it's time to start with our hamstring curl with our ankle weights on, feet wide apart, shoulders back and down. We begin. Heels to seat. If you're not wearing ankle weights, I challenge you to add some arms. So by pulling those ears back, elbows back. Yes. Could you make this higher impact? Sure. I'm going to stay right here for round 1, but if you want a little more progression, it'd be a run. That's a little intense for me as we get started. I like to kind of ease my way into a workout. You've got 4, 3, 2, and step your right foot forward, left foot back. I'll show this to you from the side. So I'm going to go quick, quick drop, quick, quick drop, quick, quick drop. So see how slow I'm going on the drop? From the front, it's like a little scissor, and then a scissor again. So you end up on the other leg forward. Quick, quick drop. Careful of your back. Quick, quick drop. 1, 2, 3. Good, my shoe's coming off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're done in 2 and 1. Good. If your shoe's coming off like mine, put it back on. You need it. Last bit, second to last bit. Sumo hold. We're gonna lift one heel, the other heel, then lift the leg, lift the other leg. Do it again. Heel lift, leg lift, leg lift. Stay low if you can. Heel on the right, heel on the left. Lift the right leg, lift the left leg. From the side, just so you can see what's happening here. Heel up, lift the leg, and switch. Okay, last bit. We're gonna come on down to the floor. So on your back, arms out wide, palms down, legs in the air. Bend your knees a little bit, lean your legs over to the left, not as far as I went, back through center. So you want to make sure your shoulders are staying down on the floor. So my ankle weights are 10 pounds total. This is going to be really challenging here. You can always bend your knees entirely. Just make sure you don't lose the connectivity of the backs of the shoulders. So you're looking right to the sky. Squeeze your legs together. Big sideline stretch here. And activation. You're done in 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, so that's your first set. We're going to do that again. And we're going to do this with just the ankle weights. So this is the only block using the ankle weights, but could you use them in the next couple of exercises? Sure. All right, so you got about 8 seconds. We're starting with the hamstring curl. I'm going to add a row with the arms, just body weight. 3, 2, and here we go. So if you're using the playlist, it's fairly quick. If you want to pick it up and match that beat, it's right and left, right and left. As you do that, your upper body is slightly pitched forward. As your heel comes into the seat, your elbows drop back behind the body. So I'm not lifting my elbows up. They're actually just below my shoulder head. All right. third round, meaning two rounds of this block, and that's it. You're done in 3, 2, step your right foot forward, left foot back. So we're at that scissor, scissor drop. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mandy, I'm not jumping. It'll be 1, 2, lunge and drop. 1, 2. Notice how I'm on the other foot forward when I do that. So it's 3 things. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3. How did I mess that up? 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. And if you're wearing shoes that seem to be a little too big for you today, it's all good. Just fix it. I should have worn some newer shoes. These are old. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3. Almost there. You're done in 3, 2, 1. All right, plant the feet. Turn the toes out. Get low. Heel, heel, lift. Again, heel, heel, lift. Heel, heel, lift. Heel, lift. If you can remember to alternate your feet, great. If you can't, it's totally fine. We're really splitting hairs here. But can you get lower? Tuck that seat. Heels, heels, knees. Heels, heels, knees. Come on down to the floor. I'm going to show the space up. So you're going to see my legs in the air, arms at the sides. Don't go too far to the side because then you're going to lose that stability in the shoulder of your left. Come back through center, switch your side. So as I lean my legs to the left, I'm actually looking over the shoulder of the opposite. So right with left and left with right. Legs at 90 degrees. I feel this in my sides. I also feel this in my arms, backs of my shoulders. So a lot of stuff is working for us here. Head is down. You're done in 3, 2, and 1. Rock and roll yourself up. You can take the ankle weights off. We have a 1-minute recovery here to get us set up for the next block of work. And in the next block of work, you'll need your resistance band with tubing. So if you don't have one of those, you could use a towel and you could just pretend it's a resistance band. That would work. You can also keep your mini band or your ankle weights on if you want, but I'm not because they keep taking my shoes off. So there is that. Okay, so we go in about 25 seconds. Resistance tubing with handles. We're going to grip it to start with a curl and row. So we're coming down to the floor. Once I'm on the floor, I'll show this to you a little from a diagonal. I'm going to wrap it around the bottom of my foot. This is really important here. Cross it, flex your feet, and I like to grab the tubing and not the handle, so that's totally up to you. I'm going to roll myself down. Keep those feet flexed. Rise up. Give me 2 rows. So if your plants are in your way, move a little bit to the side. So sit up tall, 2 rows, 1 and 2. Palms kind of face in. Release and roll yourself back just to that lower back and squeeze your seat. Rise up. Do it again. 2, 1. Extend the arms and roll down. Rise up. Really feel the back of your body begin to engage. Curl to lift. Flex through those feet. You're looking down the bridge of your nose as you curl down. This is 3, 2. Finish the last 2 rows out, and then you're going to rise to stand. Bring your right foot in front of your left foot in a lunge position. So we're going to hold this position here, right? Once I do that, bring the band in front of my chest and peel it apart directly in alignment with the chest group. So right across the sternum. Just so you can see this from the side a little bit, my back knee is directly underneath the hip of that back leg. And I encourage you to go slow. If this feels easy, what I'm going to have you do is drop into those legs and choke in on your band. That's going to make it a little harder. 3, 2, switch your foot in front, bring the band behind you, and pull it together. And pull it together. So notice how I'm choking in, my knees bent. So now instead of doing a pull, I'm pushing it together. So if you need less, just bring it closer to the handles. Open the arms, that'll feel easier. Exhale, pull the arms together. Inhale, right along that chest line. Get a little lower, you're almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step onto the band with your right foot. Good, then you're gonna grab the handles. I'm gonna bring it in, curl with the right arm, and then circular curl left arm. So my left foot's my kickstand foot. My right foot holds the band down. Yeah, so if I don't have a band, I could do this body weight. I could do this with a set of dumbbells. This would be a little tougher to do with a towel or a belt. But just doing the motion can help you kind of get into that biceps group and the stability of the shoulder as you move. Good, 3, 2, and that's the end of your first set of block 2. Cheers. Okie doke. So we're gonna go through that again, and we start on the floor. So starting on our seat here in about 10 seconds, it's fairly quick, but don't worry, between our blocks, we get our recovery of a minute. So come on down to that seated position. Let me see, try to face in a direction you can see me. Place the band underneath your feet, cross the band in front of your shins. Grab it as tightly as you can, roll your way back. Pull yourself up, 2 narrow rows. If you need more, roll yourself back, do your rows here, and then rise up. So that's gonna be the progression. I roll back, I pull in my curl, and then I rise up and I reset. Otherwise, the original version is seated row, lie back, tuck your seat. You're looking down the bridge of the nose. 4, 3, 2, rise up. Left foot forward, right foot back in your lunge. Good, it's in front of your chest. I'm pulling it apart. I'm pulling it apart. In fact, I invite you to move a little slower with the arms, right? Because the legs are static, elbows are soft, chest is broad, eye line is directly forward. Squeeze that seat muscle of the right leg. Good, can we get a little lower in the legs? You're not doing it again. Now I'd love to tell you we're done with legs after this block, but that's just not true. So just save some juice. This is 3, 2, switch the foot in front, get low in the legs, bring it behind you. Now we pull it in. So just a moment ago, we did something to work the back, and now we're working the chest. So if you're like me and you have your hair down, careful that the band is not atop your hair, otherwise it's gonna pull it. So pro tip from me to you. Shh. You got about 15 more seconds. Nice. Get a little lower in those legs. Oh my gosh, that made a huge difference for me. 4, 3, last one, 2, and 1. Good, rise to stand. Place it underneath your left foot. Good, then from here, it's the circular curl. We'll do the left arm, and then the right arm. So notice how my elbows are pinned to my ribs. I'll show this to you from a little bit of a diagonal. I'm curling in and across the chest. Curling in and across the chest. Showing you again front on here. I'm off the back heel. Keep my elbows really tight so you can't see any room behind me between my elbows and my ribs. You're almost there. Give me 8 more seconds. 1 minute to rest. In 4, in 3, in 2, and we're done with the tubing. So go ahead and set that off to the side. 30 minutes, man, it's gonna go by so quick. So in your next block, we just need a non-slip mini band. These are FORZA bands, I really like them. They don't slip, this is like a little grippy part. If you don't have those, any mini band will do. We're gonna place it above the knees. So once we've got that band above the knees, if you need a quick sip of water, now's a great time to grab it because you've got about 30 seconds. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay, so once we've got that, we're gonna come on down to the floor. Everything we're doing to wrap up class is gonna be on the mat. So I'm just gonna turn myself to the side and bring it into all fours. So once you're on all fours here, pretty basic action. I'm gonna give me a little scorpion kick and a hydrant, and then I'll switch sides. 3, 2, and 1, here we go. Lift, open, and switch. Lift, open. Now notice if as you're doing this, I'm just changing my angles. You don't have to move around your mat. As you're doing this, notice what's going on with your back. So if you change the order, say for example, you do the hydrant first and you do the scorpion kick second, that's okay. It's a real splitting of hairs that we don't need to worry about. Exhale to lift, point the toe, and open, or open and lift, like I just did. Lift. You've got just a few more seconds. Finish out that second side. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Wring out the wrists. We come on down to our back. So once we're on our back here, I'm going to take those legs up to table, hands behind the head. I bring it into a bicycle bandit. Curl up. Keep the lift. So think about your sports bra or a heart rate monitor across the chest. It is off the mat. Go slow. Don't worry about your speed with these banded bicycles. And I could do this without the band, right? Can you curl up a little higher, but tuck your chin in a little bit deeper? Good. Our next activity is single-sided. We're going to do all of it on each side. So go ahead and rise yourself up onto the side of your body. So we're going to be on a little bit of a beach situation. Bend your bottom knee, extend your top leg. Top arm is here. I'm going to rainbow in front and rainbow back. So if you have something in your way, like I do, I'm tapping behind me, I'm tapping in front. Tapping behind, tapping in front. Can you go slower? Can you lift higher? And can you keep that shoulder from the ear on the bottom arm? So if you notice yourself really crash landing into that, focus on posture. 3, 2, and switch your hips. So I'm onto my left hip, left forearm, bottom knee is bent for stability. I'm going to bring it in front and tap it behind. So as I do that, I might notice the second side is just already tight. Why would that be? It already stabilized me, right? So it was working in that third activity. And now I just have to keep going with it for about 15 more seconds. You got one more round of this block, and then we're done. Good, finish it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and you made it. Okay, so for me, I'm just gonna move that band down and give my ITs and the side of my hips just a little bit of a love tap. And then I'm just gonna move that band right back up to the spot it was before. We don't want it on the knees, we want it just above the knees so that it doesn't roll up to our hips. So we go in about 10 seconds. Set yourself up on all fours. Could it be on the forearms? Absolutely. I'm going to be on the hands. 3, 2, 1. Good. This is the last bit of effort. So last 3 minutes of work in today's 30-minute FORZA class. So we've used all of our equipment, our 5-pound ankle weights, our resistance tubing with handles, and of course the non-slip mini band. Join me next week, all new actions Tuesday, 12:30 to 1 Pacific time. And of course, there's always Mondays with Mandy. That's going to be a body weight class next week. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to your back. So once you're on your back, I want you to take a look at my back. I'm curling up. I'm going to bend my knees, or maybe I straighten the legs for this set. So straight legs would be a longer lever. I could even make it harder by moving the band down to my calves. I don't know about you, but that's an immediate change for me because it's a lot further away from my hips. I say stick with it if you can. Shh. Shh. Just because I'm not getting that same range of motion doesn't mean that I'm not getting that same work. I'm still working my abdominals, my sides. I feel a lot in my legs. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and move the band back above the knees if you moved it. Come down to the left forearm, bend the left knee. Right fingertips in front of you, right leg straightens out, and give me a big old rainbow. Push down through the outer edge of the bottom leg. So you can feel that bottom leg cementing into your flooring. And keep pushing the ground away from you on the forearm and elbow joint of that bottom side. You got 10 more seconds, right? 45 seconds to work after this. Stretch City coming. 5, 4, 3, 2. Flip it over to the opposite hip. Set it up. 45 seconds is on. This is it. Finish line. Try not to hit your nice plants. I keep doing that. I set this up wrong, you know what I mean? Second side, right? Doesn't matter which side it is. It's the side that you ended on. That's really challenging because it already stabilized you on the side you started on. This is 10, 9, oh my gosh, my hip is burning. 8 seconds. Give me 2 more rainbows if you got it in you. And back, last one, front to back. Boom, and gymnast finish. Ta-da, take the band off. And we're gonna stretch those hips right away. So go ahead and just leave your band off to the side. Bring yourself onto your back body. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Maybe move those hips around. We're gonna take the right thigh, cross it over the left thigh, and grab for the outer edges of the shin bone on both legs. So if you have a little more mobility, you could grab the outer edges of the feet. Just careful you don't let your head lift. You want to keep the head on the floor. So this is a big IT band stretch. I'm feeling this through the outer hip of both sides of my legs. And then I'm going to switch that cross. We have a very short stretch, so we only have about 2 minutes together. Let's spend it. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release the feet or the shins. Rock your way up to a seat, slide the soles of the feet together, and splay the knees out to fold into the groin. So as you do that, see if you can find a little more length through the torso. Nice. Maybe nod the head from side to side. And then from here, we're going to keep the heel of the left in, take the right leg out to the side. We're going to stretch the side body of the left. Take the right hand down to the side. Take the left arm up and over the head. So if this feels good and you want a little more, take the hand behind the ear and see if you can twist open a little bit. Yeah, deep breath in and deep breath out. Return through center. We're going to switch our sides. So bringing the heel in on the right, flex the left toes, left arm comes down. Fan the chest open, reach the arm of the right over the head. And you might notice one side is just a little tighter than the other. This is definitely my tight side. Good. Take another inhale. See if you can fan the chest open. Maybe take the hands behind the ear. And then return through center. Good. Sit any way you want. So for me, I'm just going to sit cross-legged. Take the arms in front of you. Cross the right arm on top of the left so that the knuckles are touching. Round your spine, scoop your belly, and tuck your chin. Inhale to fan the arms open for cactus. And exhale, opposite palm on top. So for me, that's my left on top of my right, round my spine, tuck my chin, tuck my tail, squeeze my seat. Inhale, open up on that cactus. Bring out both wrists and bring yourself onto all fours. Little wiggle of the tail, maybe a little circle through the hips and the shoulders. Curl the toes, lift your way up to down dog. Pedal out the feet. Take the right leg, you're gonna lift it up and tip the hip open. Set that foot back on the mat and we'll switch right over to the left. Open up the hip as you tip. Stay firm through that right arm and the left arm. Notice if that right arm is collapsing, come back through the center. Walk your hands back to your toes. Tuck your chin, hang in a forward fold, maybe grab the elbows. Sway from side to side for just a moment. And then maybe nod the head right to left. Neutralize the spine, pull the belly button in, and slowly rise your way up to stand. Shake it all out because it's exactly 1 o'clock. We finished right on time. All right, that's your FORZA body class, 30-minute blast. Questions, let me know. Otherwise, next week, same time, different movements, but same equipment. All right?